3 more Psalms, 36, 37, and 40. There's a few that I'm not posting because those are out. They're not any good. So 36 is where we're going to start. This is going to be short. Now I just named this a piece or it's out. And rebellion is declared not from, but by. Now this goes to the text I was just going over about the ungodly, meaning they're the ones that are onto the female goddess. Within their heart there is no fear of their creator, for their eyes, before their eyes it flatters them, in their eyes discovering their guilt and hatred. Before their eyes it flatters them. Before their eyes, it's in their eyes they discovered. In their eyes they discovered. With, not in, with their eyes they discovered her, which would be the goddess. They are guilty. They are guilty and have hatred for us. The words from their mouth are wickedness and deceit, are evilness. The words from their mouth are evilness and deceit. They stopped doing good. They stopped doing good. And who's good? Good would be they plan wickedness upon their bed. They plan their evil upon their bed. They set themselves on a path that does not despise their evil. Does not survive. They plan their evil. I put they plan their evil upon their bed. They set themselves on their own path or way of life that does not despise their evil. Okay, they stop doing good like us. They stopped being good. They stopped being good to you, to YV. Being good to YV. Stop being good for YV. Okay, now this is just a piece and it's got to go someplace. Now I know I've got yellow text that I'm going to go over and I'm going to put all those together, but I'm going to probably put this with that group. Or if it fits in with somewhere else, I will stick it in there. Because these words are written by someone that is declaring that more about their way of their life, that sit and meditate. Now on to 37. Okay, this is going to be long. And this is one of them that I went back and I started placing the titles in to figure out what the titles were. And this Hebrew word is Lord. Okay. Or the title Lord. Do not fret because of evildoers. Now you know what I'm talking about when we're using the word evilness and then those that are wicked. Okay. Evildoers. Now you know who the evildoers are when you're reading these. But be not envious towards their wrong. Do not be wanting. Do not be wanting. I'm going to put wanting. 12-year-olds would understand that word. Do not be wanting. Do not lean towards, do not go. What was the word before? Do not envious. Do not be envious towards evildoers. I gotta turn that computer on. Let me turn that on. Let me just go up here while that's working. Jealous. Jealous. Do not be jealous. Still take us time, so let me put that in yellow. They wither quickly like the grass and fade like the green herb. Trust. We are to trust YV and do good and do good to live in our land. And we are to trust YV and obey his goodness. Do would be to be obey is good for us. Obey his goodness for us. To live in our land and be his faithful. Commit your way of life to YV. Put your trust in him, and he will bring forth your righteousness like the sun of noon, the sun at noon. Do not fret, do not fear. Do not have fear of them. Do not fear because wicked doers prosper. Wicked would be evil now. Do not fear because I don't know if the word fear is the right word. Do not fear because evildoers prosper. They carry out wicked schemes by their anger and wrath for us. They carry out their evil schemes by their anger and wrath for us. Evil again here. And do not fear again the evildoers, for evildoers will be cut off from our land. But those who wait for YV will inherit their land. Yet a little while the wicked man will be no more, the evil man will be no more. Look carefully for his descendants, but they will be no more. Look carefully for his descendants, or they will be no more. I guess for the I'm gonna have to put evildoers. For the evildoers plot against the righteous. That'll be his righteous, and gnash their teeth at them. Our Lord laughs at our. Our Lord laughs at them, for he knows their days are ending. Better is the little of the righteous. Better is the little of the righteous than the abundant of the evildoer. Whoops. Evildoer. For the arms of the evildoers will be broken, for YV sustains his righteous ones. For YV protects his righteous ones. For YV sustained isn't right. But 37. Yes. Jealous. 13 times, 14, 15 times, 16 times, 17 times. Do not be jealous. There is no Hebrew word for the word towards, and that just means that it might have not been important enough for Strong to make that word. But he's got evildoers, it's pretty much injustice. iniquity 3 times, but injustice 4, 5, 6, 7. Then unrighteousness 9 times. Do not be jealous. Let's see. Do not be jealous towards, wouldn't it towards? Do not be jealous concerning. Concerning. Concerning evildoers. Evildoers. Okay. Now where was I down here? Sustain. Sustain. 5 times steadfast. Lay 17 times. Okay, I need to take a quick break and you guys get to study Jesus. Sustains, braces, holds, lay, steadfast, rested, sustains, upheld. Sustains his righteous one. even though it's used as upheld 4 times or uphold once, and I'm going to use uphold. Upholds his righteous ones. Why? He knows the day, knows the days of his. Now what happened here? Gotta go back up here and look to see what happened in the editing from the first time around. Why? He knows the day of his blameless. Knows the days of his. Okay, that just means that the word his is just knowing his. Maybe that knows the day for his. Knows the days for his. For our inheritance. Will be forever. He knows our days for his. For our lives will be his forever. I need to change this from inheritance because that isn't the correct word. His salvation is to live in heaven with Jesus forever. So our lives, will be forever. Forever with Yah. Now let me go back up here to the top. I want to see the word. Sorry if this bothers you, but I want to get to where I edit it. Okay. Okay, now let's see if I edit the text up a little bit higher. He knows the day of his blameless will be forever. Okay, that's what that text is saying. Close your eyes. Okay. So I'm going to add with Yah. And that's because forever is there. They will not be ashamed. Why? He knows the days for his. For our lives will be forever with Yah. We are not to be ashamed. Are not to be ashamed. Even in times of evilness. Or in the days of famine, we will have, you are to have, or in the days of famine, we will be given abundance. Or in the days of famine, our lives, we have abundance of food. And that's our Creator's promise to his nation. And when you look at how he makes this promise, is that inside the room of the Holy of Holies, there's this table that holds the oil to keep the lampstand lamps lit all day. The high priest comes in and lights them in the morning and then puts them out at night. What else is on this table is a bowl of wheat, okay? And this represents they will always be fed, and this is what this is referring to. They'll always have abundance of bread, okay? But the wicked will perish like the enemies of YHVH. And like their glory, their way of life vanishes. Like smoke they disappear away. The wicked borrows and does not pay back, but the righteous are gracious and gives without want. Gives without interest. Well, here they're just being gracious and gives without a want back. Okay, that's good. For those blessed by him, will inherit our land. Those who curse him will be cut off from his land. And that is why they needed to be forgiven. If they weren't forgiven, they were to be kicked out. The way of life of a man, the way of life for a man, way of life for man is good or wicked. But we are established by YHVH, for he watches our way of life. I have been young, now I am old, yet I have not seen the righteous forsaken, or their descendants begging for food. Now they are gracious, and their descendants are blessed. Depart from wickedness and do good, so you will live forever with him. Okay, glad the word Yah was put in over here. Then now we know who him is. For YHVH loves justice and does not forsake his righteous ones, but the descendants of the wicked will be cut off from the land. Our righteous will inherit our land and live on it forever. The righteous speaks of wisdom. Righteous speaks. The righteous speak from wisdom. The righteous speak from wisdom, and their tongues speak justice. For his commands are in their heart, their feet will not slip. I'm thinking if I had the word obey him, but the commands are in their heart, so the feet will not slip by obeying them. And these are meaning commands. Their feet will not slip by obeying them, for waiting for our King is to keep his commands, for he will exalt you. Okay. Now, this again this is not a king. We had nothing there for that. And I'm seeing only a priest could write this. I don't see a commander writing it. I'm not seeing maybe a scribe. Just a moment here. I have to Sorry about that. I'm trying to name this, and I can't really think, but it is warning against the godless. I would say a priest wrote this. I'm going to put a priest. Words by whoops, priest, question mark, maybe. Evil doers versus righteous ones. Okay, I'm pretty sure that text will be done. It looks good and needs to go into step 3. 40. Psalm 40. Okay. I wait patiently, YV, and you heard my cry. And now bring me out. Now you will. Now you will bring me out of the abyss. He has set my feet upon a rock, making my footsteps firm. For he put new words in my mouth. This would be about Yah. This is what he knows about salvation. I praise our Creator, for many will see and fear. Since we don't have the name in here, I'm going to put it right here. Yah. And he will trust YV. Red. I praise our Creator, for many will see and fear Yah, and he will trust YV. How blessed is man who made YV their trust. Do not turn by not turning to their own proudness. Many are YV's wonders. If I would declare and speak of them, they would be too numerous to count. I delight in, I would say, obeying your will. I delight in obeying your will. I delight obeying your laws are firm my heart. But actually, these are commands. Your commands are in my heart. I will not restrain my lips. I will not restrain my lips from them. And I will not restrain my lips from them. I am declaring your salvation and will not conceal. I will not conceal your love And for us, know your truth from our great gathering. Great gatherings. Let those who love your salvation say continually, YHVH is to be obeyed. Okay. This isn't about, yeah, this is about obeying or believe YHVH and obey. I would have to say words of a priest again, or a prophet. Obey YHVH is pretty much the sub part of it, but there's no hint here of who actually wrote this. Wait patiently, and I wait patiently for Yah, and he heard my cry. Heard my cry, and now he will bring me out of the abyss. He has set my feet upon a rock, and that would be Jesus. Oh. Yeah, these new words are about Jesus, so that has to be there. So, yeah, I'm pretty sure this has got to be by a priest or a prophet. Surely is not by a king. It isn't anyone else. So that's how I'm going to categorize this one. And we'll go from there and get to the next three.